After about 1,000 checks, and we put our hiking sticks away, and we found the enchanted forest of Berlin.
Yeah.
It's weird. This is our first ever podcast, I think. We're in like a public area.
This is this is a national. Well, it's not a national park, but there's parks everywhere in Berlin.
Yes.
And many people have walked past us and given us weird looks.
And there's a $1,000 camera just about 2 meters in front of us.
Yeah. So if you want a free camera, go take it, basically.
And there's heaps of equipment here we're very nervous about, so this could be a shy...
This might go for 5 minutes. And we might pack it up, honestly.
We see the wrong bloke, it might be packing up shop.
Yeah. I'm hoping, because the general vibe in Berlin is people just do whatever they want, and no one messes with anyone around here.
Not really.
It's weird.
You kind of just stick to your...
As long as you're doing your thing.
Which is why we actually probably feel more comfortable recording here outside, because...
If this was at home, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either.
I would hate this.
Because someone would be like... Podcast.
Oh, I hate
someone
when
would
people
do that, but here it's like... I don't know, we've seen some weird stuff.
We've seen a lot in Berlin.
So this is nothing.
We've learnt some lessons in Berlin.
I think so.
But...
Yeah.
we got to track back, 4 days ago?
Well, we recorded in Eos.
This
is actually the next destination.
What a ridiculous island that was.
Yeah, that
anyway,
was fun.
I've been over that. First of all, the beds in Eos.
Disgusting.
Imagine cardboard, and it's basically the same thing as what we were sleeping on.
On like bed stills. That's what it was like.
And we had a bed sheet.
Oh, yeah, that's
For
right.
4 nights, we slept with a bed sheet.
Yeah, and we had to share it, by the way.
Yeah, we had to share a bed sheet. It was disgusting.
So we're here with a friend of ours, Paddy. So there's 3 of us the whole time, and he has had his own single bed the entire trip.
Lucky bastard.
And we've been cuddling every single night.
Yeah, spooning.
You've been cuddling me every now and again.
I have not.
Yes, you have.
That's
I felt
a
a leg or two.
No leg.
You said leg.
No, I said arm. I accidentally did it once.
Oh, there's definitely been arm.
There was one arm, and then I was like, I'm hugging my mate. That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then I've rolled over and cried or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was awful.
I've
had neck pain for about... my neck's only just come good.
Because of that bed in Eos.
Yeah.
It was literally like this sitting on what we're sitting on right now.
This looks more comfortable.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
genuine concrete.
That's not good.
That actually hurt.
That hurt my fingers as well. Might not do that again.
But 6-hour ferry back to Athens after Eos.
Fuck, that was boring.
After Party Island Eos.
Yeah, we're just Australians go and work for 3 months and act cool.
It was ridiculous. It was all Aussies and Irish.
Yeah, that was all it was.
And then we got the ferry back.
Mm-hmm.
We got to our Airbnb.
Yep.
Realised there was 0 public transport, and we were about half an hour away from the airport.
To our Airbnb in Athens.
From the Airbnb in Athens.
We were in like the burbs.
We were in the suburbs.
Yeah.
It was rough out there.
So we got off the 6-hour ferry, knackered, suitcases are all 20 kilos each, carrying them. Find a taxi. Yep. Some guy tries to blow us for €30.
Oh, I didn't like that.
That was like, we're not getting in that taxi. That's ridiculous. No. €20, next guy stoked. All right, we're hopping in.
Easy.
Goes for a lot longer, the taxi ride, than what I thought it was. Said 10 minutes on maps.
It was definitely not 10 minutes.
We're driving for a very long time.
We were.
And we rocked up at this house, which is like... The closest place that sold anything was a mini mart about a K down the road. So this was suburban.
That was our dinner as well.
That was our dinner. So what did we get again?
We bought a frozen pizza.
Which was actually not bad.
It was just, we just didn't cook it.
Yeah.
Because we were so hungry.
Yeah, we should have left it in there longer.
So much longer. Hannah was literally at the oven staring at it.
I said, boys... It's ready about 6 times.
So many times. And I'm like, I guarantee it's not ready.
Yeah.
But, so we ate raw pizza, but the dough was raw.
Had those instant carbonara noodles.
That
was actually probably the best meal.
And we got a bag of puffy dogs.
The puffy dogs were good.
They weren't bad.
Needed sauce though.
It did need no tomatoes. So grim night. Really grim.
Yeah. Bed was fucking terrible.
Bed was terrible there again. But the Airbnb lady sorted us with a taxi on the way up, and it wasn't too expensive either. So
Ryanair, 0 legroom.
Can fucking blow me
on the flight here to Berlin.
Oh my god,
Gee, that bloke's tall.
He is.
He's very tall. Anyway,
he's
having
the shit out of
bit
us.
of a chuff as well.
Yeah, no, great. It's gonna fucking stink.
I'm joking.
It's everywhere here. It's fucking everywhere.
Well, yeah, they're trying to legalise it here.
Yeah, legal to have it.
It's legal to smoke it. Illegal
can't
to sell it.
Made no sense.
How does that make sense? So how do you get it then?
Yeah. What? It's just...
So you can grow your own.
They've basically accepted that it's illegal.
Mm.
And they're going to do nothing about it. But they're saying it's illegal.
Wait, what?
It doesn't make any sense. It's illegal.
It's illegal.
They're going to do nothing about it if they find you.
Yes, that's right.
But it's illegal.
Yes.
What the fuck does that mean? That doesn't
sense.
make any sense. The guy was explaining it to us, and I'm like, you realise you sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so strange.
That's been everywhere, that smell.
It
Amsterdam
is.
next, though, the smell will be even stronger.
Christ.
And it might be coming out of our own mouths. So stick around for that at the Patreon for the high episode.
I'm worried.
That's been highly anticipated.
Oh, good one, Jack.
Very much talked about in the comments.
Has been requested a few times.
So yeah, that'll be good. What were we on about? Ryanair legroom.
Oh,
yeah.
Just realised, that was insane. So, do you want to start off with your experience, and then I'll fucking send
Mine wasn't even that bad. We were just all knackered. That was the problem.
There was no room
on the plane.
Smallest plane I think I've been in.
Yeah, it was a small plane. Yeah.
Very small plane.
It wasn't like I don't even know what they are. A3.
I don't know, just say a bunch of letters. And
comfort level. Yep. Standard.
Boeing.
Economy.
Economy plus. Shut up, Kyle. Anyway, yeah, so I was in the middle. First of all, to start the flight, this old lady was next to me. Very nice. Gave me a bit of her space so I could put my legs.
Did she signify?
She kind of moved. No, she just gave more space. She kind of moved more
without saying anything.
Yeah, and I was like, that's exactly how I like to operate.
Yeah,
silent operation,
mm-hmm.
No discussion, and that was good. She offered me sultanas at the start of the flight, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Did you take one?
No, I didn't want sultanas.
Why not?
Also learnt probably at 22 that sultanas are like dried grapes.
Dried grapes.
Didn't realise that until the age of 22.
Yeah, I don't think I realised that.
Very embarrassing when I figured that one out. Very embarrassing.
But how do they get so small?
I don't know. I was like, they can't be.
They can't be.
Grapes are green.
So they must be filled with water.
I'd say so.
So if you dried us, we'd must be tiny.
Yeah, we'd look like sultanas.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
We've just compared humans to sultanas. That's a good start to the pod.
You know, we can only do so much. Anyway, so that was on my right, sultana lady.
Yeah.
And then on my left was a man, disgusting pig of a man.
Yeah.
Genuinely watching breastfeeding videos for the entirety of the 3-hour flight.
I remember getting on the plane, you sitting down, he sits down, he's on his phone. I get a message from Kyle. This is fucked. That's what he said. There is this guy next to me is watching breastfeeding videos.
Genuinely watching it.
And I turn my head and he's kind of trying to conceal it, but not good enough.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
Nowhere near good enough.
I know.
It was
weird.
It was disgusting because I have to, because every time he's trying to hide it, every time I look in that general direction, I'm looking at the phone.
Yeah.
Because your eyes just go straight to it.
Yeah.
And then I look at it, and then I just look straight at Jack and Paddy. I'm shaking my head the whole time. I'm like, I cannot believe this.
He needed the privacy screen.
That's
what he needed.
He needed the privacy screen.
Didn't have one, did he?
Or literally turned his back so I couldn't see it.
Thoughts on the privacy screen?
I hate them.
I hate them as well.
Your mate tries to show you something. I can't see the photo.
See the phone.
I have no idea what. It's a black screen. You took a screenshot.
Yeah, he's even showing you, but you're still on it. You got to be perfectly in line.
Yeah. It's terrible. I hate the privacy screen.
What are you trying to hide? You're from Mount Eliza.
Yeah, no one's going to...
Yeah.
You're not that special. Anyway, that was just a drive-by. So, yeah, he was watching it. Also, so I thought, this is weird that he's watching his, partner's breastfeeding videos.
It couldn't have been his partner, though, was it?
Well, as I found out, it was... I reckon... Because he scrolled through, he had an album.
Oh,
and this guy had screen recorded from Facebook.
Oh, I don't like this guy.
I was sick to my stomach.
Do you know his nationality?
Dickhead is what he was. But
it was what that flag looks like.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And it was disgusting. And this is an older man. big funk
He was
there.
about 60.
60,
Yeah.
fat,
Big dude.
big thunder thighs, like taking up so much space as well.
Yeah.
And I'm not touching him.
No.
He's watching breasts for 3 hours.
I'll tell you what was the most depressing part about that flight, though. Okay, so Ryanair.
Yeah. Big
It's already
fan
delayed
also.
half an
We've got
hour.
one more, so don't
Yeah,
fuck
we got
it.
one more. Oh, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
We get on the flight. We're knackered.
Yep.
It's already been delayed half an hour, so we're a little bit frustrated. Get on, go to sleep straight away. Wake up, an hour later, haven't moved.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was the same. Because I was like looking around. I'm like, what's going on? And you're just pointing at your what? Like
Same.
pointing like, check the time. And I was like, bullshit. We were sitting there for an hour.
Yeah.
Because I was lying, dozing off, trying to get 5 minutes.
Haven't moved.
Haven't moved for an hour.
I know. What could possibly be happening?
They just weren't doing. I don't know. They were knackered. Pilot had a nap.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening.
Getting blown in the front.
Yeah, didn't get him. No one was saying anything either. It was
No one
almost-
was saying no complaints.
No complaints.
I mean, you get what you pay for. I suppose that's why it's cheap.
I think that is why it's cheap because they go when they decide to go.
And none of them are in a rush. They're all just chatting around, sitting.
Yeah.
No comms, no why we're still here.
No, there was nothing.
That's travel, I suppose. Yeah, ups and downs.
It was we bought it for very little.
But Berlin, we're here now.
Yes,
We made it. We landed.
the Brunswick of Germany, I'd say.
Berlin is just a big Brunswick.
It's a better version of Brunswick.
Yeah,
I'd say.
and much bigger.
Yeah,
And like not trying to be anything.
Yeah.
Just is it.
yeah. Let's make some huge calls here. I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm
So
ready.
Brunswick, you get there and you're like, you feel like people are trying to
To fit in that vibe, I reckon.
a vibe.
There is a Brunswick vibe.
Yeah.
We all know it.
I feel like it's trying to be here almost.
Very
'Cause
much.
This feels more authentic.
It feels manufactured in Brunswick.
It does feel manufactured.
Whereas
yeah.
here, it's it's also because it's a part it's near Melbourne and it's so not Melbourne. It's very different to Melbourne. The vibe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it
the
feels
actual city.
the actual city. So
Like,
it feels
yeah.
kind of out of place there.
Mm.
But in Berlin, it's everywhere.
Everywhere's
you go.
like this. Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
So like graffiti, very
it's just-
alternative vibe.
Like we went to a bar
Yeah.
in a park, and there was a DJ. Just
Oh
playing.
yeah, it was just like a park.
It was
just
like-
what's the park in Melbourne called?
What?
Botanical Gardens.
Yeah.
But
It was
it wasn't like that well manicured. It was a bit
No, it was just like
was
everything's very overgrown here. and
overgrown.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you can probably tell from behind us.
Yeah.
It looked like we're in a forest. This
Yeah.
is in the middle of like the city. Our hostel's just like
Maybe 20 metres.
20 metres to the right there.
Yeah, it's not far. So we haven't ventured far. That's disgusting.
There's
There's
been
one.
plenty of those from the beer actually.
Yeah, gee. Our diet hasn't been great either.
Diet hasn't been great. Anyway, back to the vibe.
The vibe, yeah, it's very much. This is what I would assume Brunswick wants to be.
But it's just larger.
And it's also no agendas. I'm going to keep saying it probably every episode. No agendas, no nothing. Also, last night we went, I'm jumping again,
Yeah.
but last night we went to the big tavern, the Hofbräu.
It's the Hofbräuhaus of Berlin. So
Yeah.
Munich's the main one.
Yeah,
But this is just the copied version.
yeah, this
in
is just,
Berlin.
yeah, because we wanted to go to one in Germany. We had to do it.
Yeah.
So we go there, have the huge steins,
Mm.
loving it, awesome.
Mm.
This group of like children walk in,
I know.
and there is a
that's right.
guy. I guess this is a. No, I didn't take a photo. Trust me. He was genuinely 15 years old.
He couldn't have been older than 16.
If he was older than 16, then I'm about 35.
Yeah, he
'Cause
was small, young
He was
looking.
so small, the youngest man. Turn around, he's sipping on a stein,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
With all his mates who looked the same age.
all look the same age. I'm like, how is this happening?
Not ID'd once.
No.
Straight to the table, beer.
Straight to the table. He's like, give me one.
Yeah.
I was like, we were baffled.
Yeah,
We were staring at him, just like, what is going on?
He's having the time of his life.
Genuinely 15. I think he's 15 years old.
That was a shock.
That was. Do you know what's happening if we do that anywhere in Melbourne? We're getting kicked out of
Getting
the bar.
kicked out of the bar and what's it called? Banned.
We're probably going to get banned.
Gonna get banned.
Yeah, ridiculous.
But here, it's just cool to see. Like, and he didn't fuck around or anything.
He wasn't being a dickhead,
No.
really.
No.
Like everyone's singing because it's just what they do.
No one
everyone's
carries on
doing-
here, really.
No Nah, nothing.
And like beer's everywhere, and it's so available. And
Beer
you
is
can drink in
everywhere.
the streets, and
Yeah.
no one carries on.
Yeah, we got a crate of beer for $18 Australian.
Yes, that's 20 beers,
20 beers.
500 ml stubbies. So,
Yeah,
so
big
what's that?
beers.
10 litres of beer for 18 Australian dollars.
It was ridiculous.
Less, 17. It was $10.
Was
10 euro.
warm, genuinely warm beer, but for the price,
But you can buy a crate of beer which has 20 stubbies in it at the supermarket
Yeah.
and walk out with the crate.
strangest thing ever.
Yeah.
We walk in, Hannah has a beer in hand into the supermarket. Security guard there says, "Oh, you can't drink in here." Nicely,
Yeah.
first of all, nice security guards is terrifying because
Yeah.
I'm ready for him to hit me.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, okay, I'll."
He
Just
says put it over there.
Yeah,
That's what
he
he
says.
told me.
Just chuck it there and grab it on the way out.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And I was shocked.
And I forgot it when I walked out. I forgot about the beer.
Yeah.
And he pulled me aside. He's like, "Mate, your beer."
Yeah,
That's
he
what he said.
went and told, and then and I think you were going to walk in because I saw you start just like sculling it almost.
Yeah.
Like he started drinking it, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What is he doing, sculling a beer in front of a security guard?"
Mm.
And then you told me he told you to drink it.
Yeah, you told me to drink it.
And I was like,
get it down.
I was like, bush. It's almost bush time.
Yeah. Like
I'm living in I'm not going to say that word because it's rude. The most backwards country. It makes no sense half the shit we do. Some
Melbourne.
stuff we do. Some stuff really good.
Mm.
Some stuff
It's just
so stupid, over the top,
Yeah.
unnecessary. It just doesn't make sense.
But
But
you
Berlin,
come here and it just makes sense.
come
Like,
here and it's just
the security guard's happy. He's not
Yeah.
trying to beat me up and
No.
be scary like in Melbourne.
and even at like, because we went out to I don't know, is it a big club?
Tressa.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
big
a
club.
pretty big, well-known club here.
Yeah, so we went there.
Mm.
7 Australians, I think, were in front of us.
Yeah, that's right.
All got turned away.
I was in the line. He's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm from Mount Martha." He's like, "Oh, I'm from Yarrawonga. They're all 7 of us here. I reckon we'll get in."
That
He
never
goes in
happens.
next, and because you know how they don't like big groups in the lines here,
Oh, I
otherwise you
hate
get
it.
turned away.
Yeah.
So the first 3 of them went up, and the German security guard started talking German, and then he's like, the Australians let in answer, and then he's like, "Oh, English. How many of you?"
Mm.
And they say, "Oh, 3." And then he pointed to the guy behind them. And he
Mm.
says, "What about him?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, 4."
Oh no.
And then the German spoke to the other security guard next to him in
He said
German.
he's
He
just
says,
Because they were bullshitting him.
Move it along, fellas."
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were
not
honestly
tonight.
bullshitting him. What did he said? Like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh,
Mm.
Melbourne." He's like, "Oh yeah. Why are you?" To be fair, honest question.
Mm.
Why are you here on a Tuesday night?
That's what he said to me
Ve-
as well. What did
very-
you say?
I just said, "Oh, I'm traveling,"
Yeah, that's what I said.
I've been told to come here, like
Yeah.
recommended.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, all right. You know our policy." And I'm like, I think I said, "Don't be a dickhead," because I was pretty drunk. And then as soon as I said that, I was like, "Barnesy,
Shouldn't
you
have
are a
said that.
dickhead." No, but he didn't
Shouldn't have
care. He was just like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm.
what did he say? He was like, "Yeah, just no phones inside.
Mm.
Yeah, don't be an idiot and enjoy yourself."
Yeah.
All he said. And we were just being honest with him.
Mm.
And he was like, "Yeah, no worries, go in." They put stickers on your phone.
My heart was kind of racing.
Oh, once I saw 7 blokes go away,
Yeah.
and then you 2 go in, I was
Because
like,
me and Paddy were the first to go in the group, because we
Yeah.
split up into
Yeah.
2-1-1, didn't we? Because we have an Irish friend who's staying here, we caught
Yeah.
up with.
yeah.
Um, Me and Pat were in the line first, and he came straight up to me first, and he says, "Where are you guys from?" I said, "From Australia."
Yeah.
Then he's like, "Why are you here?" Then I froze for a bit. It was like about 2 seconds.
Honestly, I'm glad I heard you respond
Mm.
because I heard him ask the question, so I had some time to actually think.
Yeah, I wasn't
'Cause
expecting that question.
I was not expecting
Why are you here?
I was like,
I said,
'cause-
heard good things.
yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh."
And then you're like,
heard
"Fuck, do I have
good
to think of a
things."
different
Yeah.
one?" You were like, "Think of something else. Think of something
Said the
else."
same
Nah,
thing.
double down.
Double down. Heard good things. And he's like, then I'm like, "It's our first. We've only been here for 2 nights."
I heard that.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, just tell him you're traveling."
Yeah.
Because then they'll
just
be like,
travelling.
"Of course."
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
And then
fun.
He's like, "Okay, do you know our policy?" I'm like, "No."
No.
And just let me in. I was shaking.
Oh,
And then you go through like that tunnel.
you go through this tunnel.
Yeah.
You get like patted down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, they just tell you about, don't do this, don't do that. Just be normal, basically.
That was a
My
weird
heart was
experience.
racing
It was
during
racing,
that.
yeah. There was no ID check. Didn't check the ID.
No, they didn't care at
Just
all.
asked me where I was from and what I was
Yeah.
doing there.
Yeah, that was it. That's
No,
all
when
they
you've
need.
got this massive ID machine, they got to slide it in.
Yeah.
You got to sit there, stare at the camera.
Yeah.
None of that.
Nothing. No, smart ass comments from, security guards, taking the piss out of you or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, very different. Also, that club, very heavy techno.
And
Very
smoking
much Berlin.
inside.
Smoking in the club was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty, it was thick smoke. You could barely see.
You couldn't see much. I almost got lost twice.
And the DJ was behind, these prison bars. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. There was 4 DJs.
Are we breaking the policy talking about this? No, we're not.
No, we can talk about
Of
it,
course
can't we?
can talk about it. I'm just joking.
My heart dropped. I felt sick. We didn't take any photos, so...
Didn't take any photos. Had a sticker on the front and back camera on
I
the
wish
phone.
we did that, because when we're in the club, there's no one, filming
There's
the DJ.
no one filming, yeah.
Everyone was just enjoying it.
Yeah.
And it was so much better.
So much better,
I
wasn't it?
loved it. I thought it was good. Why don't we do it at any,
No phones.
DJs, I don't know, even other concerts and shit?
Mm.
I
You just
guess-
enjoy it a lot more.
Oh, because you're not thinking about,
Mm.
I got to text this. I didn't think I checked my phone once in there.
No, I didn't. I think I checked the time. And you lose track of time because
Yeah.
you're not on your phone.
Time goes so quick.
It goes quick, yeah.
I felt like we were in there 10 minutes. I
Yeah.
think we were in there an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I was like,
Whoa, that went quick.
yeah, had 1 or 2 drinks,
Mm.
checked the watch. Gee, we've been here a while.
Yeah.
And then when we left, it's 4. It's no. It's 3 or 4. I was like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was late.
Anyway, it was good fun. Got to do it.
What else is happening in Berlin? What are some funny things?
Oh, okay. I've got one. This
Alright.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
So, first, so we have our travel day. We get here at a decent time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do much, actually. Get to Berlin.
Yeah.
Sit down. Found this really nice. It's a couple of just pop-up shops, and we find a dumpling spot.
Oh, that's right.
We sit down.
We're starving.
I said to Paddy, I'm I'm pretty hungry, but do you want to split 15 dumplings?
Mm.
And he's like, oh, no, I'm pretty hungry. I might get 15 myself. All right. So we all get 15 dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
We have 15. Hannah says, I'm still pretty hungry.
And you said that as well. At
And
this
I
stage,
said, yeah, I'm still pretty hungry as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we get another 15 each.
So what was that? 60 total.
So we're up to 60 dumplings. I'm very, very content
Well,
with
they
where
were
I'm at.
€5 for 15.
It was
€7
so
for
cheap.
It was cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
We finish them. We're gee, we're close to 100.
At 60.
I put my foot down. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. I know we've done this before.
Mm.
We did it with Euros. We abused it until we literally couldn't have another bite.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing it again. We start walking off. Paddy's very persistent on it, and you're egging him on. You just, poking him like, nah, do it.
I think we had another 15 before we walked away.
Did we?
I think me and you discussed and we're like, we'll share another 15 more as a group.
Okay,
I
we
think
might
that's
have
what we
done that.
did. And we got boiled ones. We just got boiled pork.
yeah,
ones.
that's
we
right.
swallowed them.
They were it was like eating popcorn. It
Yeah.
was ridiculous. It
So we got to
tastes like nothing.
75.
Okay, so we got to 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We walk off. Paddy's still keen on it. He's like, you and Paddy are both like,
I was 50-50.
I don't think you were hungry. You were
Hmm.
both looking at the number.
Yeah.
You're like, 3 digits is ridiculous and it's so achievable.
We're at 75.
We're at 75. What's 25 more? I'm putting my foot down. No, that's ridiculous. None of us are hungry.
Mm.
We're not going to do it. And then I said to Paddy, you're all talk. Instantly as I said that, turned around, storming back to the shop. Storming back like, you fucking watch this.
We turned the corner. He's already in line.
He's already in line.
Yeah.
And then he gets 15 and Jack's like, all right, I'll get another 10 or so.
That took us to 90.
That got us to,
that took us to 100.
that got us
105.
got it flat to 100, I think it was.
Yeah.
We got to 100 dumplings in a sitting, basically.
We finished them on the way home.
Finished it on the way home.
But
That's-
borderline vomited.
I was so unwell
Yeah.
that day. I was so unwell.
We didn't eat for the rest of the day.
No, that was it. We had one meal that day.
Yeah. 100 dumplings between the three of us.
And we wonder why our bodies are screaming at us.
Oh, you should have. Well, that was 3 days ago. I only let him go last night.
Yeah.
Like they came out last night.
Your bathroom routine's very...
Sloppy jalopy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
I'm
I've
sure
been...
people don't want to...
Because it's a hostel and you have to share the bathrooms, and I'm kind of scared about...
Yeah, you're weird with people hearing or...
Like, you know the
Smelling
saying, like,
after.
oh, my shit doesn't stink? Mine's the opposite.
My shit stinks.
It's vile. Like, it's disgusting. So, like...
It's not even the same way. Oh, okay.
So I go into the bathroom and I close the door into... That gets you into the bathroom facility.
Oh,
Not just
true.
the bathroom
The
door.
actual front.
The facility door that gets you... So I have to close that.
That's never shut.
And I found a mop in there. I put it out the front to look like there was cleaning being done.
Bullshit.
Found a mop like hanging on like the side of the wall. Put it out the front against the door.
so it
Close the
looks like
door
they're
so it looks
cleaning.
like they're cleaning it.
That's so funny.
Had 5 minutes to myself. It was fantastic. And as soon as it like hits water, flush so the stink doesn't linger.
Yeah. I don't think that's how it works.
Because that was the 100-dumpling. You know,
Yeah, that was
Let
the
go.
sitting.
that was the sitting.
Yeah. That was funny.
But yeah, I've been struggling with the bathroom. You've been all right.
I've been pretty good. I'm
You snapped one off
consistent.
just before, didn't you?
No, I didn't, and
You
that's
didn't
gross.
snap- Alright.
Such a... Yeah. Anyway, back to toilet humour. Even though we've got so much to say here.
I know.
So that was funny.
This
Next day...
Yeah, you go.
What do you got?
No. We'll talk about it after.
Okay. Very next day,
Mm.
we're going into town. We want to go see like the cathedral, the memorial for the murdered Jews, all these stuff. We get off the train.
Mm.
We're just walking down like the main road.
Yeah.
There is this game that they play here.
Yeah.
With 3 boxes, 3 little tiny boxes, and there's a tiny little ball under it.
Yeah.
And you got to obviously it's a simple game, but you got to pick where the ball is.
Yeah.
It's an absolute scam, right?
They shuffle around the boxes.
And Hannah's obviously seen this game before last time he was here.
Yeah.
And he says to me and Paddy, all right, let's go watch this. This is pretty fun.
Yeah.
We walk over. You know, they're all betting. Obviously, it's such an obvious scheme. Like,
Yeah.
you could smell it from a mile away.
They're all in on it together.
All in on it together.
Yeah.
So the guy comes up to Paddy
Yeah.
and he says, which one?
Mm.
And Paddy picks it right, of course.
Yeah.
And he just gives him €50.
Yeah. Which is
Paddy-
$80. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money
Yeah.
that he's just thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts swapping around again, gets Paddy to come in,
Yeah.
makes him play again,
Yeah.
makes him put the 50 that he gave him,
Yeah.
and then another one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so funny. I've never seen someone lose money quicker.
Well, he had to put his foot on the box that he thought the ball was under, didn't he?
Yeah,
So he did that, and then he gave him the €50 saying it's this one.
yeah.
And then they're all like, all right, okay, take your foot off, open the box, ball wasn't there, and they all went, whoa!
Yeah.
And Paddy was so sad.
Oh, Paddy was so upset, and they were all laughing at him.
Oh, it was hilarious.
It's the easiest money that he's ever made.
Yeah.
I reckon we were there for about 30 seconds.
How defeated was Paddy?
Oh, man. That next hour was like a murder in the family.
Because he put like that €50 in his wallet. He's saying like, okay, that's spending for the day.
Yeah, that's
Lost it straight off.
Yeah, he's like, this is going to get me through today.
Yeah.
Lost it before we even got anywhere.
Hilarious.
So funny.
I was dying. And like he tried to get you as well. He's like, which one? You're like, no.
No,
I'm
I
not getting involved.
I'm not getting sucked in. I knew.
Mm.
And then we're laughing because Paddy's walking ahead of us.
Yeah.
Just hands along the ground, just so upset.
Yeah. Didn't talk to anyone.
Nah.
That was gold.
Yeah. Berlin got the better of him.
Another thing that's been, a point of conversation for us here has been the guy sleeping underneath you.
Oh.
The guy called Harrison, this
Harrison.
American bloke.
The
He now everyone back home knows like the kind of American we're talking about, like
I've actually learnt a lesson here.
yeah.
I don't hate Americans.
Yeah.
I hate Los Angeles Americans.
They're just there's this guy, he's like how old? He was 22 or something.
Yeah. Some of the shit
He's
he
like
was
the
saying.
what's good, bro sort of guy. Like
Oh.
he very like tries to be cool. And what was his like what did he say? His just attitude sucked.
Yeah, he was just a loser. Like the way he was like trying to talk to girls and like he was talking about like bragging to us about going out
yeah.
and talking to girls that night and
Yeah.
shit, and we're just like,
Just his attitude stunk.
it absolutely
So
smelled
arrogant.
awful.
And like Kyle was sleeping above him because we're bunking in the hostel.
Makes so much
and
noise.
the noises this guy makes is just like
the
snorting,
moaning,
the snoring,
waking up like,
everything he did. Like, he grabbed his toothbrush out of his case and he just goes, oh. Like, everything he did, he made a noise.
Yeah. He sucked.
He sucked.
But then we met a guy called Jesse.
From Boston.
From Boston, Ripper.
Ripping bloke.
Yeah,
I know.
And I was like, so what I see and hear all the time is the LA.
Yeah.
It's the LA Americans.
Might be the Western.
It might be the West Coast.
Yeah. But this guy
East
was
Coast,
super
all
humble.
for it. This guy, nice, came out with us. And was no fuss.
No, it's very chill.
Wasn't like...
Laughed at our jokes. Like he
joined in on the jokes.
Joined in on the jokes.
That's when I knew
he was great.
He was a ripper. Like, it was so funny.
And
just easygoing.
Yeah.
Wasn't talking about himself all the time. Wasn't, just easygoing guy. Ripper. Lost a mate this morning.
Yep, he's gone.
So it's back to us three.
It's weird at a hostel. As soon as someone leaves, it's like losing a mate, losing a friend.
It's
just
weird.
Like,
I've known you
and you never see
days.
him again.
Never will see him again.
Yeah, no.
2 days.
You're mates with him for 48 hours and now you never see him again.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a weird thing going on.
Yeah. But our first hostel, my first hostel experience, besides Harrison, the scumbag, everything's been pretty.
Can I say
cruisy.
the thing he said to me in the morning that just sucked?
Yeah, he said it.
Oh,
That's not you.
He's like, so I woke up first and he was like second to wake up and the checkout's at 11 a.m. and he woke up at 10:45.
I'm glad he didn't.
And he's like, dude, I gotta check out. Oh my God, I'm still so drunk from last night.
No one asked.
You're just talking words. And I'm like, yeah, I know, like, big night, whatever.
Basically,
and then he's like,
leave me alone.
Gets up, starts playing with his package a bit, and he says, oh, dude, my dick's still there.
Oh.
I'm like, what? I didn't say anything. He's like, oh, but it smells all right. Mustn't have fucked last night then.
Oh,
I'm like, oh my God. Like, I didn't say anything, but I'm thinking in my mind, this guy is the epitome of shit. I hate this guy.
This is the guy that I despise in life.
Arrogant. Oh my God. Sorry if you had to turn the pot off just then.
Yeah,
but
I would have
those
skipped
were his
15
words.
seconds at least. That was his... I'm happy I didn't hear that.
Oh, you would have lost it.
I would have completely abused him.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, you're the biggest fuckhead I've ever met in my life.
Oh, he was just so...
Such a why? No one... you don't have to be like that.
Dude, we're not here to even do that.
We're not like... That's not what we're doing.
No.
Oh, it was so dumb.
His intentions for going out were very different to ours. We just wanted to listen to music and have a good time.
Yeah, listen to music, chat shit with our mates.
Spend time with that guy from Dublin. Connor, I'm going to throw your name out there. You're a great
shout
bloke.
out to Connor. He's a ripper.
He's good.
So...
but yeah, he sucked, Harrison.
Yeah, he was no good.
Not a fan of him. He's gone now.
He's gone. Thank God. Thank God.
He never knows that we do this, so that's fine.
Yeah, and I don't care if he hears it.
No,
honestly.
he sucks.
It's a learning experience for him. You know what? He could turn his life around.
He could turn his life around.
The reason why he's... Yeah, I
just
don't know.
like...
I'm not ripping it anymore.
We still need to turn our life around.
Yeah, mine's in the shit as well. I'm fucking in the middle of a park with a microphone.
Talking
shit in Berlin.
Any other things from Berlin? We got the Euros are here, so the big soccer tournament, probably the second biggest in the world, behind the World Cup.
So we're going to go watch that tonight at a pub.
Watch that tonight at a pub. That'll be fun.
Yeah, and then we'll get on a train tomorrow to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So that'll be an experience. I haven't been on a train that long ever in my life.
They're smooth sailing. You're quiet, leg room, table in front of you.
Oh,
big
perfect.
chair. Like, they're awesome.
Perfect.
That'll be exciting. Recording one Patreon episode in Amsterdam.
Yep.
Where, marijuana
we'll figure it
is
out.
legal.
Well, if you get on the Patreon, you actually know what we're going to do, and you can get amongst it. So head over to Patreon, search up the local pickup, get on board. It's fucking $5 Australian, like €2.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
We have not increased the price.
We have not. And I won't. I will not.
No, we're not increasing the price.
No, why?
It stays there.
We're just doing it for a bit of fun, and everyone's jumping on, and
it's been good. We got a few more members recently, so thank you to those people.
Thank you to everyone that's jumping on.
Thank you to everyone who's sticking around on the Spotify and YouTube as well. Been doing it for 83 episodes now.
83.
And we're overseas, which is pretty cool.
This is cool.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd be this far, to be honest.
Recording
in Berlin, that's ridiculous.
No, I thought we'd make 50 episodes, quit.
Less, yeah.
Maybe 20. I was
But
like, how many until my mates call me a tosser, and then I quit.
Well, I've done that.
Yeah, and
here I am.
we should have stopped ages ago. Anyway.
But yes, that'll be it for the Berlin episode.
Yep.
If
Short
it-
and sharp.
Short, sharp. No, it's gone 40-something minutes.
Has it?
Yeah, I reckon. 35. Oh, no, we can keep going.
We'll give you an extra 5.
We'll give an extra 5. All right, what else can we talk about?
What have we got?
You had to pay to go to the toilet at the McDonald's and KFC. There's something Australia's got going for it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to pay at Macca's to go to take a shit.
Had to pay. So, oh yeah, that was another thing. I didn't actually get Macca's, but you told me I'm getting this curry sauce. I don't know. It's like, what is it? A curry?
It's a curry sauce.
Curry sauce kind of thing at KFC, is it?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious sauce.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I wish we had that at home. I only had a couple of chippies with it. Oh my God. I could have had a whole, I would have just had chips and curry for ages.
Australia needs curry sauce.
You went up at KFC, asked, could I just get another packet? Made you pay.
Yeah, made me pay.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
I yelled it back because you're like, you made you pay. I'm like, they made you pay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm screaming. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
And when you get ice with the drink, it was warm drink.
warm soft drink.
Warm Pepsi.
That
No
was
ice.
strange.
And the photo up on the wall had ice in the drink. With like the bubbles. Like, what is it called? Condensation because it's that cold?
Oh yeah, that was funny. You're like, look at it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that photo does have ice.
There's ice in the photo.
Yeah, and you went up and he's
I'm
like,
do you have
no.
ice? He's like, no, we don't have ice.
And I'm like, that photo
That's
has
false
ice.
advertising
Yeah,
of the
that-
simplest product.
Yeah. Don't do that to us, KFC. That's outrageous.
That was bad.
But yeah, we even went to Macca's because we thought, surely you don't pay to go to the bathroom at Macca's.
Had to pay.
Had to pay there as well.
There's someone waiting there. There was an old lady saying 50 cents.
Really?
It wasn't just like you got to tap your card or something. There's a lady there waiting for you to give her 50 cents and then you can go to the toilet.
Wow.
Disappointing when I saw that.
Yeah, I'd be flat.
That's weird. But
That
the
was
public
weird.
bathrooms are all right. They're very open.
Don't have to pay for a guy.
No, but you have to pay for a girl.
Stiff.
Controversial.
Controversial.
Yeah.
Where's the backlash about that, huh?
Where's the backlash? No backlash.
No backlash.
But there'd be riots for that in Melbourne.
Yeah.
We care.
Well, it's urinals are free. If you actually need to go to the loo,
Yeah.
then you got to pay.
But if girls have to go to the loo, they're
they-
not standing up in the urinal. They need to go.
that would be
Should be free.
it should be free. Equality. I've been saying it all this time.
Yep. But yeah, the public toilets here are very open. Like people can watch you go,
Yeah, there's not much
which is different.
concealing.
No,
It's very much walk in there, it's on the wall, and you're not even back. You're not like your back's not facing the public.
no.
it's very much side on.
It's side on. Yeah.
It is side on.
Yeah.
it's
There's a
ve-
little bit of a tiny wall that
Tiny wall.
very small wall that conceals what needs to be concealed.
Yeah, and I don't need a big wall.
Mm.
Very small is enough.
Yeah. Very like a little. I don't know.
Anyway.
Mousetrap would be fine. For me.
Mousetrap. That would be dangerous.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
What else is some funny? It's raining now. The weather
Weather is weird here.
very similar to Melbourne weather.
Very similar. Gee, weather chat?
Yeah, interesting.
yeah.
Well, everyone talks about the weather.
Well, we've talked about the toilet enough.
Yeah, we
We've
have.
hit our strides, really getting into the hard-hitting topics.
Thoughts on German people?
Yeah.
Straightforward.
Yeah, straight to the point.
Yeah.
There's no fluff.
No fluff at all.
Zero fluff.
No like trying to be nice.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just, what do you want?
Yeah. What do you
basically.
want?
But not in like a rude way.
No.
It's just like,
And if
We're-
they are nice, they're genuinely nice.
yeah,
It's not like
not
they're
false
trying
bullshit.
to be fake nice. You can
Yeah.
tell. Like,
Yeah, Germans are really nice.
yeah, the Germans they like beer. That's for sure.
Even like when we first got on our train from the airport, like this, like, I don't even know who he was. Someone working on the train just came up to us and he was asking us all these questions, but like was very like straight to the point.
Yeah.
Sounded harsh, wasn't at all though.
I was a bit scared.
I was like, have we fucked up already?
Yeah, I know.
Like, we've been in this country for 25
That was
minutes.
on the train to the hostel from the airport, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I was like, no way we've stuffed up already.
And then he made a gag and
Yeah.
then he was fine.
And he was like, yeah, all right, just chuck it there. No worries. Put your bags there and just relax, basically. I'm like, oh, easy. Dude, we
Yeah.
picked a good spot here. It's absolutely...
It's pissing down and we are in a forest.
And we are. But this may only last for about 20 more seconds.
Why? Because the rain?
Yeah, so weird.
Yeah,
Every
I know.
like, we've had rain maybe once a day.
Mm.
Hasn't been for longer than a minute
Yeah, I know.
since we've been here. And then that's it.
This might be the first podcast we have to stop due to weather.
Weather.
The studio has not been.
Yeah, well, there's no leaking in the studio,
Mm.
but I don't know. I think we've done all right.
I think we've done all right. What are we at? 40? 41?
Beautiful.
All
I
right,
think that's
good.
right. All right.
Right.
Sounds good. Everyone jump on the Patreon. We'll be recording in Amsterdam.
Stay tuned for probably a Paris one next after this, I'd say.
Yep, I'd say that's probably the next stop.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
excited for Paris.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your... I don't even know when this is
Ah, you tried. All right, thank you, Jack.
Wednesday
Let's
night.
get
All
out
right,
of here.
thank you, Carl. Bye-bye.